Attention seniors. Top 5. Foods to stop leg cramps and strengthen your legs. This is an image of two men in their 60s. One still rides his bike every morning, climbs stairs without holding the railing, moves quickly and steadily. The other, just getting up from a chair, requires support. Walking a few steps makes his legs ache, and at night he suffers calf cramps, having to jump out of bed from the pain. Same age, yet such different legs. Could it be because of age? No. The difference lies in what they eat and what they're missing every day. Many people think it's normal to be weak when you're old, but the truth is, symptoms like cramping, numbness, and unsteady walking can improve significantly with proper nutrition. And the good news is, you don't need supplements or complicated physical therapy. Just by changing a few everyday foods, your body can naturally recover, and your legs can grow stronger day by day. If you're experiencing cramps, leg weakness, or unexplained tinglings and fatigue, then the following 5 simple foods could be the key to regaining strength in your legs. Stick with me until the end. You don't want to miss these life-changing nutrition tips. Before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching this video from. Leave a comment below and feel free to ask questions. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a health tip from this channel. Now, let's start with the first food. Do you remember the last time you had a leg cramp in the middle of the night? That sudden muscle spasm in your calf that jolted you awake. The pain so sharp it brought tears to your eyes, and no amount of rubbing helped. Stretching only made it worse. For many older adults, this happens regularly, making them afraid to even lie on their side or stretch their legs while sleeping. This isn't just due to aging. It's a sign that your muscles and nerves are seriously weakening because of deficiencies in protein, vitamin D, B12, magnesium, and calcium. These nutrients are often lacking in older people due to simple meals, dietary restrictions, poor absorption, or long-term medication use. And the alarming part is, when you're deficient, the consequences don't wait until tomorrow. They show up in tonight's sleep. The great news is, there's a simple, familiar, affordable food that might already be in your fridge: eggs. One small egg packs all 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks needed to repair and regenerate muscle tissue. Each large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, which helps rebuild tired muscle fibers, reduce fatigue, and support endurance even during light movement. If your cramps stem from muscle weakness or chronic fatigue, getting enough protein daily can significantly improve the issue within 2 to 3 weeks. But it doesn't stop at protein. Eggs are also one of the few natural foods that contain vitamin D, a crucial nutrient for older adults. Vitamin D doesn't just help with calcium absorption, it also regulates muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and helps prevent chronic pain. One egg provides about 40 IU of vitamin D, not a lot, but when combined consistently with milk, yogurt, or salmon, it can help you reach the ideal intake, 800 to 1,000 IU day. For those who rarely get sun exposure, vitamin D from food is essential to keeping bones strong, muscles flexible, and preventing abnormal spasms. More importantly, the egg yolk contains vitamin B12 and choline, 2 nutrients that are vital for nerve health. When you're deficient in B12, the signals from your brain to your muscles become disrupted, leading to involuntary contractions, cramps, tingling, numbness, or prickling sensations in your limbs. Long-term B12 deficiency can also cause loss of balance, muscle weakness, unsteady walking, and may even lead to nerve inflammation. Older adults are especially at risk of B12 deficiency due to reduced stomach acid, long-term use of acid-reducing medications, or low intake of meat and fish. Eggs, however, are a gentle, digestible source of B12, friendly to aging digestive systems. So, how many eggs should older adults eat per week? According to the latest recommendations, eating 6 to 7 eggs per week is safe for healthy individuals and doesn't raise cholesterol to dangerous levels. If you have a history of high cholesterol or heart disease, you can opt for egg whites instead of whole eggs. However, you shouldn't skip the yolk entirely, as that's where most of the vitamin D, B12, and choline are found. Eggs are also an excellent substitute for red meat. They're lower in saturated fat, easier to chew, and gentler on digestion. To get the most benefits, eat eggs for breakfast or dinner. Eating them in the morning helps replenish energy, recover muscles after sleep, and support physical activity throughout the day. Eating them at night, especially with steamed vegetables, oats, or milk, helps relax muscles and reduce nighttime cramps. Stick to simple cooking methods: boiled, steamed, or oil-free omelets. Avoid deep frying, as it destroys most of the egg's benefits and increases intake of unhealthy fats. Additionally, if you're vegetarian but consume dairy and avoid meat or fish, eggs are a crucial nutritional source to maintain muscle mass, protect nerves, and keep your musculoskeletal system running smoothly. You can also pair eggs with leafy greens like spinach, flax seeds, mushrooms, or whole grains for a meal that's both simple and nutritionally complete for muscle health. In summary, among countless food options, eggs stand out as a natural nutritional remedy, supporting everything from muscle recovery and nerve protection to regulating muscle function. If you're struggling with recurring cramps, weakness in your legs, or simply want to live a healthier life each day, start by adding an egg to your breakfast tomorrow. The difference may come sooner than you think. 2 bananas. In the quiet of the night, while everyone else is sound asleep, you suddenly jolt awake from a sharp pain shooting down your calf to your foot. Your leg seizes up, stiff and rigid. The pain so intense you have to push yourself upright, desperately trying to massage the cramp away. But it's useless. A cramp. Again. Not the first time, and certainly not the last. For many older adults, nighttime leg cramps are nothing new. They happen weekly, even nightly, causing sleeplessness, mental fatigue, and making daytime steps cautious and heavy. What many don't realize is that the true culprit might be something very small, yet incredibly important: a deficiency in potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6, a trio of essential minerals and vitamins for muscle and nerve function. Aging makes it harder for your body to absorb nutrients. You eat less and often take diuretics or long-term blood pressure medications, all of which can throw off your body's electrolyte balance. And while many rush to medication or massage, the solution is actually simple and within reach: the banana. Bananas aren't just a soft, sweet, easy-to-eat fruit. They're a powerhouse of natural electrolytes. A medium banana contains about 420 milligrams of potassium, roughly 12% of your daily recommended intake. Potassium is key in regulating electrical signals between the brain and muscles, allowing muscles to contract and relax at the right time and strength. When potassium is lacking, muscles become overly sensitive, easily triggered, and spasm suddenly. That's the mechanism behind cramps. But the benefits of bananas don't stop there. Each banana also provides about 32 milligrams of magnesium, a mineral that helps muscles relax after contraction. If potassium is the on switch for muscle contraction, magnesium is the off switch that allows muscles to relax, rest, and recover. Without enough magnesium, muscles remain tense, prone to spasms and fatigue, especially at night. Bananas are also rich in vitamin B6, each one offering about 0.4 mg, nearly 30% of the daily requirement. Vitamin B6 helps the body produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which improve nerve signal transmission to muscles, reducing spasms and aiding recovery. It also plays a role in red blood cell production, delivering oxygen to muscles, a key factor in maintaining muscle strength. Studies have shown that a lack of vitamin B6 not only increases the frequency of cramps, but also leads to fatigue, restlessness, poor sleep, and slower recovery after mild activity. So with just one banana, you get all three of these key nutrients: potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6, the three keys to unlocking leg cramp relief for older adults. Here's another important point. Bananas help with hydration. Older adults often feel less thirsty, drink less water, and may take diuretics, all of which raise the risk of dehydration, disrupt electrolytes, and make muscles more prone to cramping. Bananas, with their natural water and sugar content, make an ideal snack to help maintain hydration. When eaten with water or coconut water, both of which also contain electrolytes, the mineral replenishing and cramp-preventing effects are even greater. A study from the University of North Carolina found that people who ate bananas before exercising were able to maintain stable potassium levels longer and experienced 35% fewer cramps than those who didn't. So how should you eat bananas for the best results? For older adults, 1 banana per day is enough to support electrolyte balance. If you experience frequent cramps or light physical activity, you can eat 2 per day, split between morning and afternoon, or 1 to 2 hours before bed. This timing is ideal for potassium and magnesium absorption, helping muscles relax and preventing nighttime cramps. Bananas also make an excellent post-workout snack. If you take morning walks, do Tai Chi, or garden lightly, have a banana ready to help your muscles recover faster. Of course, there are a few small notes. If you have diabetes, it doesn't mean you need to avoid bananas. You just need to eat them in moderation and pair them with high-fiber foods like oats, plain yogurt, or a few almonds. This slows sugar absorption and prevents blood sugar spikes. People with advanced kidney disease or high potassium levels should consult a doctor before eating bananas daily. But for most older adults, bananas can be part of a muscle-supporting, circulation-boosting, sleep-enhancing diet. In short, bananas aren't just a fruit. They're a natural electrolyte remedy. Simple, accessible, easy to digest, and genuinely effective. Just 1 banana a day can reduce the frequency of cramps, make walking more comfortable, improve your sleep, and put an end to being startled awake by sudden leg spasms. Bananas have likely been sitting in your kitchen for years. Now is the time to eat them at the right time, in the right way, and for the right purpose. 3 salmon and fatty fish. At over 60, not every kind of pain is sharp. Some aches linger quietly, dull and persistent, like when you get up after sitting for a while and your calves feel weak, your knees slightly numb, your feet stepping forward without certainty. Then there are moments, while walking in the park, when you suddenly have to stop, rubbing your calves because they've tightened up like overstretched strings. It's not because you've walked too much. It's simply your body sounding the alarm that it's missing something crucial for your muscles to work smoothly, like they used to. And that something might be a cause few people expect: low-grade muscle inflammation, poor circulation, and a lack of healthy fats, essential for calming muscle tissue, supporting nerve transmission, and keeping the musculoskeletal system running steadily. The good news is, you don't need to turn to medication or expensive supplements. The answer might be sitting right on your dinner table: salmon and other fatty fish like sardines, mackerel, and herring. These aren't just heart-healthy dishes. They're liquid gold for tired, weakening legs. Fatty fish are rich sources of omega-3, an essential fatty acid with the rare ability to reduce inflammation in muscle and nerve tissue. This is something very few foods can do. When chronic inflammation sets in, as it often does with age, muscles are more prone to pain, stiffness, and gradual weakening. Omega-3 in salmon helps calm this inflammatory response, reducing the risk of persistent cramps, prolonged muscle soreness, and motor nerve disorders. Beyond that, omega-3 also improves blood circulation, ensuring your muscles get enough oxygen and nutrients. When blood flow to the muscles is impaired, you might feel tingling sensations, cold knees, or sudden cramps, especially at night or when changing positions quickly. Eating fatty fish regularly is a natural way to boost circulation, helping reduce the frequency of leg cramps. Fatty fish are also among the few natural food sources of vitamin D, a key nutrient for calcium absorption and muscle contraction coordination. When vitamin D is deficient, older adults are more prone to muscle weakness, osteoporosis, and especially nighttime cramps accompanied by sharp pain. Just a 100-gram serving of salmon provides 500–600 IU of vitamin D, more than half the daily requirement for older adults, 800–1,000 IU. In addition to vitamin D, fatty fish are high in vitamin B12, which helps protect nerves and improve the speed of nerve signals sent to muscles. When B12 is deficient, signals from the brain to the muscles become out of sync, causing involuntary spasms, muscle twitches, tingling, and fatigue. For older adults who often struggle with digestion and nutrient absorption, fatty fish provide an easier-to-digest, more absorbable source of B12 than red meat. Some clear scientific benefits of eating fatty fish regularly include reduced frequency of leg cramps and nighttime spasms by decreasing inflammation and improving motor nerve function. Enhanced muscle endurance and recovery after activity, especially for those doing physical therapy or walking often. Prevention of osteoporosis and knee pain thanks to vitamin D and calcium support. Better memory and improved mood, since omega-3 also supports brain and hormone health. So how much fatty fish should you eat? Experts recommend older adults eat fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week, with each serving being around 100–150 Greeks, grilled, steamed, or lightly pan-seared. Avoid deep frying with excess oil to preserve the nutrients. Recommended fatty fish include salmon, rich in omega-3, vitamin D, and B12. Sardines, small but packed with calcium and healthy fats. Mackerel, oily yet easy to eat, especially when steamed or foil grilled. Herring, budget-friendly and easy to pair with vegetables. Tips to boost effectiveness. Eat fish with leafy greens, rich in magnesium and potassium, for better electrolyte support. Pair with flax seeds or chia seeds to add more plant-based omega-3. Stay hydrated while eating fish to support circulation and muscle metabolism. Avoid eating fatty fish with high purine foods, like organ meats or concentrated bone broths, if you have gout notes for older adults. If you're on blood thinners, check with your doctor before eating fatty fish too frequently. If you have seafood allergies or trouble digesting fish fats, start with small amounts. Always choose fresh fish, and limit canned varieties high in sodium if you're on a low-salt diet. With all these benefits, salmon and fatty fish are more than just heart-healthy food. They're natural medicine for the muscle and nervous systems of older adults. By regularly including fatty fish in your meals 2 to 3 times a week, you'll likely experience fewer leg cramps, smoother mobility, and deeper sleep, because your muscles are being nourished from within. If you found this helpful, be sure to follow the channel so you don't miss more natural health tips for seniors. And for now, remember this: one small serving of salmon today could mean a steadier step tomorrow. 4. Leafy greens. Simple, daily, but a natural shield against muscle cramps. When you were younger, you could walk for miles without your legs feeling tired. But as you age, just a short staircase or a slight uphill walk can leave your calves aching and your knees feeling heavy. And let's not forget those nights when you're jolted awake by a leg cramp, thigh stiffness, or persistent tingling that breaks your sleep into restless fragments. If these symptoms aren't caused by an underlying illness, they're often the result of long-term mineral deficiencies and silent muscle weakening, a common issue among older adults that often goes unnoticed. And you know what? One of the simplest, most natural, and affordable ways to improve this condition is eat leafy greens daily. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, amaranth, chard, bok choy are among the richest plant-based sources of electrolyte minerals, especially magnesium, potassium, and calcium. These minerals form a power trio that regulate muscle, nerve, and joint function. When you're deficient in any of the three, you may experience symptoms like cramps, muscle twitching, weak legs, minor spasms, or a sensation of heaviness and tightness in the muscles. Magnesium in leafy greens plays a crucial role in relaxing muscles, preventing sudden spasms during movement or sleep. 1 cup of cooked spinach, about 180 Greek, can provide up to 150 to 160 mg of magnesium, nearly 40% of an older adult's daily needs. Potassium helps transmit nerve signals and regulate muscle contraction. When you're low on potassium, your muscles become hypersensitive, contracting spontaneously without control, leading to painful and inconvenient cramps. Luckily, greens like amaranth, bok choy, and sweet potato leaves are all humble, accessible vegetables that offer over 300 ligures of potassium per serving, letting you get what you need without supplements. We also can't overlook the calcium in leafy greens, essential for maintaining muscle strength and bone density, especially for smooth, rhythmic muscle contractions. Without enough calcium, muscle signals can misfire, causing twitches, stiffness, sudden cramps, and reduced endurance. Chinese broccoli, kale, and Malabar spinach might not be as famous as milk, but they offer a solid calcium supply without the bloating or cholesterol concerns. Beyond these minerals, leafy greens are rich in vitamin K, a key nutrient for healthy blood circulation and proper clotting. Poor circulation means oxygen takes longer to reach muscles, causing fatigue, numbness, and cramps, especially at night. Vitamin K enhances blood vessel elasticity and helps deliver oxygen more efficiently to muscle tissues. In addition, greens also provide folate, vitamin B9, a nutrient that reduces nerve inflammation and supports better peripheral nerve signaling, a common source of pain and cramping in diabetics or older adults with sensory issues. One major advantage of leafy greens, something few other foods offer, is their natural detox and anti-inflammatory power. Loaded with antioxidants like lutein, zeaxanthin, and beta-carotene, greens help cleanse muscle tissue, reduce oxidative stress, and prevent the kind of chronic inflammation that silently weakens your muscles over time. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate at least 1 cup of leafy greens daily had a 25% lower risk of muscle cramps and pain compared to those who ate very few greens, thanks to better magnesium intake and improved circulation. How much should you eat each day? Ideally, 1 to 2 cups of cooked greens daily, about 200–300 grams, or 3 to 4 handfuls of raw greens in a salad, Rotate your vegetables regularly to vary your nutrient intake and avoid greens fatigue. Some leafy greens to prioritize: spinach, rich in magnesium, iron, and vitamin K. Amaranth, high in potassium, easy to digest. Chard, full of calcium, great for muscles and bones. Kale, packed with anti-inflammatory compounds. Sweet potato leaves, gentle on the gut, potassium-rich. Tips for preparing leafy greens to preserve nutrients. Lightly boil or steam to retain magnesium and potassium. Stir-fry quickly with olive oil to boost vitamin K absorption and reduce inflammation. Pair with seeds, almonds, sesame, to improve calcium uptake and prevent cramping. Avoid overcooking, which destroys many vitamins and minerals. Notes for older adults. If you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, consult your doctor before increasing vitamin K intake through greens. If you have kidney stones caused by oxalates, limit spinach and rotate with other greens. If you have weak digestion, sauté or steam greens thoroughly and avoid eating too much raw to prevent bloating. In summary, leafy greens are one of the silent allies in maintaining relaxed muscles, strong bones, and smooth nerve function, all critical for preventing cramps and fatigue in older adults. Eating greens doesn't have to be complicated. A plate of boiled vegetables, a bowl of green soup, or a daily green smoothie is all it takes to naturally and sustainably nourish your muscular and nervous systems. 5. Nuts and seeds. Have you ever noticed that even light activity, like walking to the market, climbing a few stairs, or standing at the sink doing dishes, can cause your calves to feel tight, tingly, and ache with a dull pain? Or worse, that after a gentle Tai Chi session, you're hit with a leg cramp in the middle of the night. This isn't just because your muscles are aging. A very common, often overlooked reason is a deficiency in magnesium and potassium, two minerals that are absolutely critical for muscle and nerve health. Older adults are especially prone to lacking these minerals due to poor appetite, reduced absorption, and long-term medication use, especially blood pressure meds or diuretics. And when it comes to replenishing these key nutrients effectively, safely, and naturally, nothing beats a small handful of nuts or seeds each day. Don't let their tiny size fool you. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, cashews, walnuts, and pistachios are miniature micronutrient treasure chests packed with magnesium, potassium, protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants. These nutrients don't just relax muscles and reduce spasms. They help repair damaged nerves, improve circulation, and are essential to preventing cramps and strengthening aging legs. Let's start with magnesium. This is the key mineral for regulating muscle contraction and relaxation. When magnesium is low, muscle fibers remain tense, overreact easily, and trigger sudden cramps, especially at night or during rest. Studies show that over 70% of people over 60 have magnesium levels below what's needed. The good news? Just one serving of nuts, about 28 g, a small handful, can provide 20% to 40% of your daily magnesium needs, depending on the type. Pumpkin seeds, 168 mg, 40%. Almonds, 77 mg, 20%. Cashews, 74 mg, 19%. Eating these regularly can help keep your muscles relaxed, less tense, and less prone to spasms. Next is potassium, a must-have for nerve signaling and helping muscle cells function properly. Many people think of bananas as the potassium king, but actually, many nuts are also potassium-rich. Pistachios, about 290 mg per serving. Almonds, 200 mg. Cashews, 160 mg. That's impressive compared to most fruits, so eating nuts helps muscles contract properly and prevents cramps caused by dehydration or diuretic-related electrolyte imbalance. In addition to magnesium and potassium, Nuts also provide high-quality plant-based protein, ideal for maintaining and rebuilding muscle mass lost with age, sarcopenia. Older adults often eat less meat or fish due to digestive issues, dental concerns, or cholesterol fears. Nuts are the perfect solution. Protein-rich, easy to digest, and gentle on the stomach. Plus, unsaturated fats in almonds and cashews and omega-3 in walnuts and flax seeds help reduce muscle inflammation, improve blood circulation, and enhance nutrient delivery to the limbs, essential in preventing cramps and numbness. Chronic inflammation in muscle tissue is another silent trigger of pain, weakness, and spasms. Nuts and seeds are loaded with antioxidants, vitamin E, and essential fatty acids, helping reduce oxidative stress, speed up muscle recovery, and protect peripheral nerves. For older adults with arthritis, chronic muscle pain, or nerve complications, especially in diabetes, daily nut intake supports healing at the root, rather than just masking symptoms. Another major benefit of nuts is convenience. No cooking required. Just sprinkle them on porridge, mix with yogurt, toss into a salad, or simply enjoy a small handful as an afternoon snack, and you're getting all their benefits. The recommended amount is about 28 juju a day, roughly a small handful or 20 almonds. More than that may lead to excess calories, but if portioned properly, this food group becomes both a natural supplement and a lifesaver for your legs. When's the best time to eat nuts? If you suffer from nighttime cramps, eat a small portion 1 to 2 hours before bed, paired with water or warm, unsweetened milk. If you get sore after mild activity, have some nuts post-workout, after walking or stretching. To absorb the most nutrients, eat nuts with meals. Their fats help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Of course, there are a few things to keep in mind. Nuts are energy-dense, so overeating can lead to weight gain. Don't accidentally eat half a bag just because they taste good. Avoid salted, fried, or heavily roasted nuts, which can dehydrate you and worsen cramping. Those with digestive issues like bloating should start with small portions and chew thoroughly. If you're allergic to certain nuts, try alternatives like chia seeds, flax seeds, or soy-based products. In short, nuts and seeds are a powerhouse food group that's often overlooked. They're a mineral bank rich in magnesium and potassium, just what aging legs desperately need. They also provide protein, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory compounds to nourish muscles, protect nerves, and boost blood flow. With just one small handful a day, you can significantly reduce cramp frequency, improve mobility, and feel lighter and steadier every time you get out of bed. With just 5 simple, easy-to-find foods: eggs, bananas, salmon and fatty fish, leafy greens, and nuts, older adults can take control in preventing those frustrating leg cramps, especially at night. These foods don't just increase leg muscle strength and endurance. They also improve circulation, reduce inflammation, restore nerve function, and help you fall asleep easier and stay asleep longer. Instead of relying on medications or suffering in silence, you can start with your daily meals, something familiar, manageable, and capable of creating real, long-term impact. To get the best results, rotate through all 5 food groups throughout the week. No need for fancy cooking. Just keep meals simple, fresh, and easy to digest. Also, drink enough water daily, 6 to 8 glasses, especially in the morning and before bed, to maintain electrolyte balance and reduce nighttime cramps. Avoid processed, salty foods. They increase dehydration and worsen muscle spasms. And don't forget to move gently after meals or before bedtime, like slow walks or leg stretches, to boost circulation and lower the risk of nighttime spasms. If you found this article helpful, share it with your older loved ones. Sometimes just one small dietary change can help them sleep better, walk more confidently, and feel less pain each day. Are you dealing with muscle cramps? Leave a comment below, or let us know what topic you'd like support with next: nutrition, sleep, exercise, or anything else related to senior health. And don't forget to follow the channel so you don't miss the latest videos and articles. We're always here with simple, practical advice, just for you and your loved ones on the journey to living well, living joyfully, in the golden years.